All right. I just wanted to say thanks for joining us. We're starting a new Girl Scout membership year, of course. We've got some things planned for Media Girls coming up. And today, of course, is our program where you're meeting Charlie Wiseman. Oh, Marcy's trying to join us. There. Okay. Hi, Marcy. And you'll be meeting Charlie Wiseman today. She's our digital and web manager. I'm going to ask her a few questions, and she's going to talk a bit more about her role at GSCCC and a few things about digital marketing. And at the end, we're going to open up for questions. So if you have anything you'd like to know, Charlie is full of talent and can answer those for you. She wrapped up her undergraduate degree around pop culture and knows a lot about the digital world. So I'm hoping today's activity will kind of give you an idea how to conduct an interview and produce a video like this and get inspired to do one of your own, even under kind of strange circumstances like not being able to meet in person. Okay, let's get started. Charlie, would you like to take a moment to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. So like Shanice said, I'm Charlie Wiseman. I'm the digital marketing and web manager here at Girl Scouts of the Colonial Coast. I have been with the council for a year, I think around next week. So that's been really exciting to come into a new membership year and get ready for that. I got my undergraduate degree, from Old Dominion University in sociology, and I am currently pursuing a master's degree in humanities, which focuses on pop culture, a little bit of marketing, how brands engage with customers and build those positive relationships. Yeah, I think that's a quick summary of me.
Yeah, that about wraps it up. So, what made you interested in working for GSCCC in the first place?
Right. So, with my background in sociology, I'm very inclined to do work that I feel like is valuable within the community. Before I worked here, I was working for a golf company, which I absolutely loved the team that I was on, but I felt like spending each day contributing to like recreational activities, such as golf, it wasn't really fulfilling to me. So, when I got the opportunity to apply for this position, I read through the responsibilities and just really the opportunity to work for a nonprofit in general was really enticing to me. But the mission of Girl Scouts is really what inclined me to apply. And I'm so happy that I was able to get on board with the team.
That's nice. Working for a nonprofit is a little bit different than other organizations, but you learn so many important skills. So,
Yeah.
speaking of skills, what skills do you think are important to excel in digital marketing for a nonprofit compared to other companies?
I think across the board, organization is really important. In my role, I have to be able to manage my time and also keep track of projects that are coming in from other departments. Just as nonprofit, flexibility is super important because things change at the drop of a dime. So you just have to be ready to kind of go with the flow and shift things around as necessary. Creativity is also super important because you have to be able to look at what you've done in the past and really make that more exciting for the audiences that you're working with. So at Girl Scouts, of course, that's either going to be the girls or the families. Sometimes you have to meet both in the middle. Of course, we have to serve our volunteer community as well, and we're always looking for new members. So creativity to reach people where they're at is really important. Um, and really accountability. It's easy to get lost in the mix sometimes. So you always have to be able to like check in and make sure that you're doing the best in whatever role that you have.
It sounds like your role is the perfect combination of kind of like science and art. um,
Yes.
so, what does a typical workday look like for you?
Right. So first thing in the morning, it's usually catching up on emails just to make sure that you can prioritize the day properly. So I know what other departments need from me, what our department needs. After that, I'm usually working on emails because I do handle the mass communications that go out through Salesforce. So that's emails to the girls, their parents, their families, volunteers. Anyone that's interested, that's communicated to us, we have emails that go out to them. So it's a lot of writing involved in that. After that, it's a lot of management for the website. So checking landing pages, making sure links work, making sure the content is engaging, making sure any outdated stuff is removed from the website. So we're constantly informed properly at every single moment. And then a lot of that's also collaboration. So Shanice, sometimes I work with you on certain projects, I work with Marcy and Barb to get certain things done, but really communicating with the other departments to get all of their needs taken care of. That takes a big portion of the day as well.
Yeah, with most things, collaboration really makes the difference. So that stands true here, definitely. How would you say that your education has impacted your career in general?
Right. So my sociology degree has definitely helped me on the data side of things. I know how to look at information and pull out trends, look at where certain gaps of information might be. So if it looks like if it looks like a certain thing, but it's easy to see why it shouldn't be that way, I think sociology has taught me to look at things holistically from a full 360 perspective. I definitely think that's what the sociology degree has helped with. Now, in terms of my master's degree, it's really given me insights as to how brands should be interacting with consumers to get the most bang for their buck, if you'd like to call it that. There are certain methods and certain trends that brands are able to hop on and take advantage of, especially in terms of viral culture. And going into the next membership year, I'd really like to take advantage of that. And I know with social specifically, that's the department plan to really tackle that, is to get lots of video out. So on my end, just taking all that amazing content that you put together and packaging that for the email and for the website.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It really shows how being deliberate is important, especially with a nonprofit when you're trying to manage a budget responsibly. Every dollar counts. So your education really helps you be deliberate about your actions. Can you tell me about some of your aspirations for the future? You're already working on so much, but I'm curious where Charlie wants to go.
Yeah, so at some point, I think I'd also like to be a marketing director, much akin to what Marcy does. Just as much as I might also consider opening up a creative agency, just to kind of help with like web development and creating print materials, because I do really appreciate the creative side of marketing as well. But besides that, all the opportunities are on the table.
Yeah, within marketing and communication, there's like a million different paths. So it's just about like finding your passion. So
Exactly, whatever you love to do.
yeah, I think those are all the questions I had for you for our interview. So I'm curious, Maureen, I know you're the only girl who hopped on today. Do you have any questions about anything we went over?
I don't really have any questions about what we went over, but I do have like just a basic question,
Yeah.
if that's okay. Um, what is like the best like advice that anybody's ever given you?
Mm. Um, Probably just not to be afraid of failure. Failure in itself is always an opportunity to learn something. So whether that's creating a campaign that isn't as successful as you thought it would be, just to have run that campaign and gotten that feedback and that data, you now know how to move forward better for the future. So any project that you do where you feel like you didn't perform to the best of your ability, that's an opportunity to do better in the future. So failure failure is just a way of life. It's the pathway to success. So you're going to make mistakes along the way, and it's just taking accountability for that and making sure that you can put that into something positive.
Great. Thanks for sharing that, Charlie. Maureen, do you have any more questions?
That was a great question, by the way.
That's
Yeah.
all I got.
And that was a great answer, Charlie. I was curious what you would say. I'm not sure what the best advice I've ever gotten. So, Maureen, of course, is a media girl. We want to encourage you to consider writing for our blog or like
Yeah.
submit stories for our publications or maybe even do a Zoom style interview with another girl who has done an award or a troupe that's working on something special. So if you're interested, I'd like to invite you to write for a blog or cover anything else like that. So I can touch base with you later, but if you like writing, I think we have some stories you could share with our audience if you're interested.
I love writing. It's
Great.
one of my favorite
Perfect.
things.
Oh, I love to hear that. Yeah, Girl Scouts and our council are always doing incredible things, and we don't cover everything, so your writing could definitely help us. I'll definitely touch base with you.
Yeah, I'm doing a book for my Silver Award. I'm almost done with it.
Oh, do you
wow.
mind sharing the topic? You probably don't want to say too much.
Yeah, it's gonna be a children's book about like plastic in the ocean and like teaching kids how it affects like marine life. So yeah.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it starts young, so it's really nice that you're trying to see your marketing already, Maureen. So, yeah, I can definitely reach out to you about some stories if you love writing. That'd be awesome. And I know Girl Scouts love hearing from the perspective of other Girl Scouts. So, if you have ideas for like any other projects and you aren't sure how to get started, of course, you can reach out to us, but I'd love to have you write a blog. So that's all I have today. Charlie, do you have any notes or anything you needed to share?
No, I guess just for the other media girls, like we said, any talents or passions that you have, we would love to have you contribute to the team in any way that you're interested in. So just reach out to us and we'll get you on the right path.
Yeah, absolutely. Any media girls, we're going to share this afterwards with everybody so you can hear the recording. If you'd like to participate in the blog or you have other ideas for projects, yes, please reach out to me and I'd be happy to have you. I'm looking forward to working with you all again, and I want to thank you for joining us today. I think that's all I have. Marcy, I don't know if you had any questions. Might just be tuning in.
No, thanks, Charlie. I really appreciated your time, and I was very interested in what you had to say. Thank you so much. And Maureen, I really hope you do consider writing something this year for us, and you can choose what you'd like to, the subject matter. It could be maybe taking part in the fall product program, what it's like doing everything virtually. We're looking for girl authors for our blog. So if you can squeeze us in, Shanice can be a writing tutor for you. But I know you've done some articles in the past, and we'd like to have you do another one. So if you can squeeze us in, let us know, and let us know the subject that you'd like to write about.
That'd be great, Maureen. Okay, I think that's all I have. Oh, was someone about to say something? I thought I heard a voice. No? Okay, well, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me, and I'll send out this video recording. Okay,
All
thanks.
right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice weekend.